Vegan tag time. So I am going to tag my boyfriend of 2 years today. Yes, it's our anniversary. He's at work. Joshua, you have not made a single YouTube video, and I really wish you would. But whatever, don't do it if you don't want to do it. And I'm also tagging anybody else who wants to play along and make a video reply. I would love to hear yours and have them posted in the comments below. Alright, so I got this from somebody's name I can't pronounce, and I'm just going to put it on the screen. Alright, so question number 1. When/why did you go vegan? My answer is really different than most people's. To try and sum it up, I guess I would say it was just part of my spiritual awakening, and I was just kind of guided to. But I did do a video with more details on the specifics, which are pretty interesting and different. And so that's titled like Why I'm Vegan, if you want to check that out. Number 2, what or who inspired you to go vegan? Again, it's sort of like the first answer, the answer to the first question. So I don't really know. Source, the compassion in my heart waking up, the animals, or some guy that I hung out with for 3 weeks who wasn't even vegan. But you have to check out my my video to really get the complete story on that. It's too long to put here. Alright, number 3. Favorite vegan documentary. Oh, I have such a hard time with favorites sometimes. I guess A Delicate Balance would be my favorite if I had to pick one, because it covers all of the issues. It covers the environmental impact, it covers animals a little bit, it covers health, and it covers a lot of different specific health issues, from the big main ones like diabetes, cancer, obesity, and heart disease. But it also covers like autoimmune diseases, Alzheimer's disease, dementia, and a whole list of them. So that's great. It's an Australian film, and so it's maybe a little harder to come by for some people than these other ones. I have to mention, because I also really love them, I think Cowspiracy is a very important film, and so that's kind of my favorite as well. And Forks Over Knives and the Forks Over Knives interview is also great as far as health things are concerned. So, okay. Number 4, what vegan diet do you follow? Mine. Alright, so I do my very best to avoid GMOs. And what I mean by best is I just am not 100% aware of what they are GMOing now. I try to keep track and not buy that. I won't buy anything that's I know is a big GMO crop, like, or that they GMO at all, like soy, corn, unless it's organic or certified non-GMO. So there's that, and I try to eat healthy. I don't eat a lot of processed foods. I do allow myself some processed foods now and then when I want them, but aside from oil, I do cook with coconut oil. It's the oil I use mainly. But as far as like the packaged dinners and things like that, I generally stick with, well, you could tour my fridge and get a better idea of my diet. But yeah, that's that. And I also, try to make sure I have a good amount of raw food in there as well, and that all my food isn't cooked. Right, number 5, is anyone in your family vegan? Well, that really depends on how you define family. So, I consider various people in my family that are not my biological family. I consider, like, there to be a vegan family. And I consider, my boyfriend and my 2 cats and me to be a family unit, and my boyfriend is vegan. But as far as my biological family, no, not that I know of anymore. And I try not to be too rigid with like beliefs, but I do really lean towards and feel that once you become vegan for real, like you're actually vegan and not just plant-based, that you don't go back. But my mom did eat plant-based for 10 months, and I thought she was vegan for that 10 months, but she's not doing that anymore, so I don't know. 6, do you know any vegans in real life? Yes, I do. Several. My boyfriend is vegan, like I said. I have a friend that lives up the road who's vegan. I've met vegans that are like acquaintances that I don't really know too well, but they're kind of around here and I have met them in person. My ex-boyfriend is vegan. Just a number of people in real life I do. And the interesting thing about that is when I first went vegan, I really took it on as I may never meet another vegan, and I wasn't sure that I ever would. And it's just it's funny now because I don't know, it's just funny to me now. And when I think back at it too, it's funny because right when I was just starting out, I actually bumped into vegan in a grocery store, and I didn't know any vegans before that. I hadn't met any of them, or it went in one ear and out the other. I didn't remember that I'd met anyone that was vegan. So yeah, right within like a couple of weeks, I met somebody in person that was vegan. So yeah, it can happen. I'm not saying it will happen like that for you, but it did for me. Number 7, favorite vegan dish. Come on, I love food so much. I can't narrow it down to 1. I can't even narrow it down to 20. Are you kidding me? Something that was my favorite vegan dish for a while was what I call vegan ambrosia, but it's different than a lot of people consider ambrosia. It's a fruit salad with unsweetened coconut shreds and Dandy's marshmallows, which are vegan marshmallows. So good. I mean, you can put any fruit you wanted into it, but I used to put in grapes, kiwi, pineapple, cherries, and whatever else I wanted. And yeah, I just love vegan food. Vegan food is so good. Pumpkin bread, vegan zucchini bread, vegan food. Vegan pizza is pretty great. All kinds of stuff, guys. I can't narrow that down anymore. 8. What's your stance on companies being cruelty-free, but not the parent company being cruelty-free? My stance on it? It's a situation of like not acceptable, okay, good. What is that phrase? Good, better, best. Good, better, best is the phrase. So there's certain things that aren't acceptable, like non-vegan products. So I guess my stance is good if a product is vegan, better if the company is vegan, and best if the company and the parent company are vegan. Number 9, how do you interact with meat eaters being rude? It depends on the situation a lot. I have some foundational kind of pillars about me in the way that I relate to people, but it especially applies to people who aren't vegan. And I guess that would be I mean, there's being true to myself, for one, and being strong in myself, kind of the know thyself thing, standing up for myself, but also having my intuitive antenna up, if you will, and trying to see beyond the surface level of what's actually happening, what's being said, the rudeness or the anger, to what's deeper there for the person, why they're being angry or rude, and having compassion for them as well. Be like water comes to mind. Like when it's kind of an Asian, it's an Asian martial arts philosophy. When something pushes up against water, it doesn't push back, it flows with the tides of it. So if somebody is being aggressive or rude, generally speaking, I don't match that with rudeness and aggressiveness. I kind of submit and just let them vent and then reply. If they have incorrect information, like humans have always eaten meat, then I'll often try to reply politely and calmly with evidence to the contrary, or why I think something is different than what they say. But it is very circumstantial, and I'm not perfect. I have had a couple outbursts. If it's something just like, they're just trying to get your goat, the phrase is, like they're just trying to upset you, I generally just don't let them upset me, or don't let them win. Like, don't let them see it upsetting me, if possible, have tact. The whole like bacon yum thing that generally gets ignored. But like I said, I'm not perfect. I have chewed out people. Okay, and number 10. Who are your favorite vegan YouTubers? I really don't watch that many vegan YouTubers, but my favorite vegan YouTuber is Will Tuttle. That's my favorite book. The World Peace Diet by Dr. Will Tuttle is my favorite book by far. And any videos where he's lecturing, I love them. He has a channel of his own, and on that channel there's a lot of other things. He has him and his wife have cooking on there, vegan cooking, and he does meditations with him playing piano that are really good. And he tends to focus, it seems with his channel, he tends to focus on kind of the spiritual evolution related to it, and living as a vegan in a society that's not yet vegan. So I really love his stuff. And I guess that's it. So thanks. And I keep forgetting to say this in my videos, but I am now on Patreon. So if any of you want to support me on Patreon, the link is down below. Thank you for all of that, and your likes and your shares. And I'm looking forward to seeing other people's replies to this.